Yes, boys and girls, welcome back to episode number 7 of the Millwall playthrough. I hope you've all been well since the last episode and you're looking forward to seeing how we've been getting on up until this point. What we have for you today is a rundown of the last few games that we've played and also the updated league table, and we also have a live comm against bottom of the league Middlesbrough. Our results haven't been the best since the last episode, but we do find ourselves in a pretty decent position in the league table, and I'm hoping today's game against Middlesbrough will be 3 points on the ball for Millwall and should help us move up to the table. So with that being said, there's only one thing left to do, and that is run the intro. Right, if we jump into the fixtures then, since the last episode, obviously that game was against Newcastle United, in which we did draw 1-1. St. Maximin with their goal and Esteve getting the 91st minute equaliser, in case you didn't remember. We then had a home game against Bournemouth. At the time, they were third in the league. So to come away with a 2-1 win, I was very happy with that. Victor Gyökeres grabbing 2 goals, Solanke getting Bournemouth's only goal of the game. We then had a tough home fixture against Man United, in which we did lose 3-0. Ronaldo getting a double and Anthony getting the other. This save is being played on the old database, so that's why Ronaldo is still at Man United. We also had our left-back sent off, Miguel Gutierrez, so that was always going to make the game a tough ask. We then had an away trip to Stamford Bridge, in which we were just simply blown away by Chelsea. 5-0, Kai Havertz, Raheem Sterling getting 2 goals each, and Reece James capping off the scoring to make us lose 5-0 there. We then had a home fixture against Aston Villa. We went 1-0 up with a Jake Cooper goal, and then in 9 minutes managed to concede 2 goals, one for Lewis Muriel and one for Danny Ings, which meant we come away with no points after being in the driving seat. I was very annoyed at this fixture, but what can you do? We then had an away game against Everton. Again, a 2-2. It's a point on the board, but again, we did go 1-0 up in the 20th minute. Victor Gyökeres grabbing a goal. Dominic Calvert-Lewin then snuck in and managed to get an equaliser. Jake Cooper, I then thought had won us the game in the 75th minute with a looping header over Jordan Pickford. And they then made the sub of Youssef Belali, who came on and scored in the 92nd minutes to salvage a point for Everton. We then travelled to Tottenham Hotspur away, 2-2. Again, Vogelsama with the double. It was a good point to get, but from the highlights we had, I think we did deserve to sneak the win. But again, Tottenham just kept knocking on the door and eventually found their way through to grab the equaliser. So that then leads us on to today's game against bottom of the table Middlesbrough, which we will now show you here. So this is the Premier League table currently. We're currently sitting 13th, 15 games, 5 wins, 5 draws, 5 losses, even across the board, 20 points. Only 1 point away from mid-table 10th Aston Villa. So today's game against bottom of the table Middlesbrough, who haven't won a game all season, will hopefully be 3 points. But I do not want to say anything too early because knowing my luck, we'll go and give them their only win of the season. So let's jump into the team that will be facing Middlesbrough today. Right, this is today's 11 that will be playing Middlesbrough. As you can see, we have decided to change formation. The formation we were using was working, but I felt like a lot of teams were getting a lot of space down the sides against us. So I've tried to eliminate that by bringing in the 2 wingers. So we're now playing 4-2-3-1 with the lineup as follows. Danny Martin in goal, Bola at right back, Esteve and Cooper at centre half, Gutierrez at left back, Lavia and Bajrami in the centre midfield positions, Kieran Dale one side, Malero on the left, Gyökeres up front, and Zian Fleming in the centre attacking mid position. He has played very well in the last few games, Zian, picking up a few assists for us. So fingers crossed he can carry on that form and get a couple against Middlesbrough. So this is a match we should be winning. Bottom of the league, no wins. Again, I'm not saying we're Premier League royalty at the moment, but in the situations of the 2 teams, we are the better team here. So let's see what Millwall can do. Middlesbrough already having a first shot on goal. 10 minutes gone, not much to shout about. We are dominating possession, which is good to see. There's still no highlights here. 2 shots, none on target for Millwall. We are dominating possession though, 60% to their 40. Here we go, first highlight. Dal Fry plays it into Robertone. Back to Kouyaté, into Jones. Plays it all the way back to the keeper, no options for him. Switch out to Jones. Lavia cuts it out. That's what he's there to do. Malero finds Bajrami. Great ball over the top. Victor Gyökeres. It's going to go to VAR. Is he onside? He was suspended for the Tottenham game. He's come back in. And he's got himself a goal. There it is. 10th goal of the season for Victor Gyökeres. It's a great ball from Bajrami. That's what he's in the team to do. Lovely first touch on the right and a great finish on the left. We don't need to see that again. No offsides there. We'll praise him for that. It's a good start. Ajrami picking up a booking. Corner for Millwall. Kieran Dowell swings it in. Jake Cooper heads wide. And that's his bread and butter, Jake Cooper. He should be putting that in the back of the net. Do only the one shot on target for us, which was the goal. Heading into half-time almost. Corner for Middlesbrough. Robertone swings it in. It's cleared off the bar. Piero picks it up. Swings it back in deep. Cleared again. Lavia does well to cut it out. Bola into Cooper. Plays it forward. End of the highlight. Half-time, 1-0 up. I've got no complaints. I'd like a few more goals, obviously, but we're winning, and that's all that matters in the Premier League, is that you carry on winning. Kieran Dowell cutting in, finds Lavia, out to Bola. Not many options going forward. Kieran Dowell goes down, Paddy McNair. It's going to go to VAR, of course it does. Everything does in this Premier League. It's a penalty. Fleming stepping up. Can he get himself a goal? Of course he can. Bottom left corner, Zian Fleming. Only second of the season, but he deserves that for the last few games. He's picked up, I think, 3 or 4 assists in the last couple games. So it's good to finally see him getting on the score sheet. It's what he was doing for us in the Championship all season long. That puts us 2-0 up here, which is good for goal difference. I mean, it's only -2, but you want to be in a positive goal difference, don't you? Fleming, Gutierrez, cuts back, plays it back to Cooper. Tries a little dink ball to Malera. It doesn't quite come off. Esteve will pick that up. No one around him. Kieran Dowell dispossessed by Bola. Plays it back to McNair. Great tackle for Zian Fleming. Finds Gilkes. And that's what Zian Fleming's been doing, baby. Winning the ball high up the field and assisting the players around him. Paddy McNair doodling on the ball. Fleming nicks it off him. Says, thank you very much. I see my boy Gilkes in space. And that is Millwall 3-0 up. And surely the 3 points on the table. Let's think about making some subs here. Romeo Lavia is looking a bit tired. We'll bring Billy Mitchell in. Ajrami can come off as well. Zian Fleming will make way for... We'll swap him with Malero. And we'll stick Bradshaw out on the left. And I think we'll take... No, we'll leave Gilkes on. See if he can get himself a hat-trick. That's what we want to see. We want to see a Gilkes hat-trick, don't we? 10 minutes to go here at the Den. Clock's ticking away. Corner for Honeyman. Whips it in. Oh, and there's Esteve. 3rd goal of the season. Lovely header at the front post. Over the keeper. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. That's a beautiful header. In off the bar. And that is what we do, baby. There is the final whistle at the Den. 4-0 against bottom of the table Middlesbrough. That will do good for confidence. Good for us. Let's see where that puts us in the league table after that win. So then, after looking at the league table, after those 3 points against Middlesbrough, you can see Millwall now sit 10th, slap bang middle of the table, currently on 23 points. We are actually only 4 points off of 7th spot, which is Chelsea, which I think is going to be a bit of a task for us. But you dare to dream. You dare to dream in the Premier League. And I'll tell you what we're going to do, boys and girls, because the episode is looking quite short. We're going to play the next game against Crystal Palace, and we're going to jump straight into it right now. Here's a little surprise for you mid-episode. Here we go. Here we go. Crystal Palace. We all know the history of Millwall and Crystal Palace. We know it's a bit of a fiery one. We do know it's a fiery game. I'm going to close a few bits to try and speed this up. Teams are warming up. Here we go. So, it's pretty much the same team. Kieran Dowell, Gilkes, Malero, Fleming, Bajrami, Lavia, Gutierrez, Cooper, Esteve, Bola, and George Long. Crystal Palace team is looking pretty stacked out. They've got Wilfred Singo in there as well. Surprise signing for them. Odson Edward up top. Wilfred Zaha still there. Eze, the former Millwall player. Elise. All players that can do a lot of damage. Can we keep them at bay? Can we secure another 3 points? Let's see what the boys can do. How do they line up? It is a 4-2-3-1. Pretty similar to us. Battle of the 4-2-3-1s. Who has the better 4-2-3-1s? Early chance for Palace. Eze swings it in, cleared. Only as far as Mendy. Back to Sal. Into Gehi. Finds Zaha. Flicks it across to Edward. George Long, Hellswell. Bit of a let off there. Throwing down the left. Mitchell plays it into Gehi. Edward finds Sal. Good nick by Bajrami. Gilkes takes over. Bajrami into the box. It's only cleared as far as Dow picks it up. That's a poor layoff. That's a player lacking of confidence there. Lavia finds Bajrami. Dispossessed by Sal. A hard-working box-to-box midfielder. Great ball. Odson Edward. Good save, Jules Long. Keeping us in it at the moment. 4 minutes in. Lots of highlights here. Eze with the corner. No, nothing comes of that. Palace with the early possession and shots. We finally have our first shot in the goal. 2 bookings for us. That's the one thing we need to do in January is try and bring in a bit more depth, I think. And also some better wingers. Bajrami with the corner. Lavia finds his centre mid partner. Back to him. Esteve. Good switch to Gutierrez. Takes it wide. Cuts back in. Finds Cooper. Lovely dink ball to Malero. He just doesn't read it. Just doesn't go for it. He could have been in there if he's on the same wavelength. Johnston goes long. Edward wins his flick on. Finds Eze. Cut back to Edward. Good block. The boys are defending well at the moment. Eze to take the corner. Swings it in. Cleared by Gilkes. 25 minutes gone. Oh, what's Cooper done there? He's off. Jake Cooper, what have you done? Right, we are going to take Fleming out of the fold. In comes Sean Hutchinson. I can't believe what he's just done there, Jake Cooper. Got caught in 2 minds and he's just absolutely wiped the player out. And we're now down to 10 at Selhurst Park. Not what you want. Hutchinson tries to find Gilkes. Johnston's quick off his line. Good goalkeeping. Good goalkeeping there. Taking his time. Big punt forward. Balls to Bolla. It's a poor pass. You can't give Zaha the ball there. Plays it back to Mendy. Eze into Zaha. It's a good recovery tackle from Bolla and Eze hits the post. How's he not scored? I do not know. We move on. We move on. Holding on a bit here. Eze with the free kick. Swings it in. Cleared. And what's the ref's giving a penalty? What's that for, ref? VAR. What's the penalty for, ref? Let me know in the comments if you saw something I didn't there. Edward with the pen sends Jules Long the wrong way. I mean, they probably deserve to go ahead there, but I do not know what the penalty was for there. If anyone's got any idea, drop it in the comments because I don't. Edward with a good pen sends Jules Long the wrong way. Millwall find themselves 1-0 down. 10 men. It's a mountain to climb. Bajrami swings it in. No one there. Palace look to break. Blooding forward in numbers. Finds Elise. Eze hits the bar. Palace looking dangerous here. We are holding on. Kieran Dow's gone down injured. Oh, it's all falling apart. Right, what do we do here? I'm going to bring Vogelsammer in. Might be able to add a bit more of a threat down that right side. Gilkes does well to hold it out. It's a poor layoff though. We're being our own downfall here. Eze spurned another chance. Sends it flying into the stands. We're lucky to be 1-0 down here. It should be 3-4 if I'm being honest. We're not at the races today. We're down to 10 men. Injuries all over the park. Eze swings it in. Edward, well held by Jules Long. Goes for the long kick. Finds no one. Not what we need there. Eze, great ball to Zaha. And he's put it wide. Oh my God. We are living dangerously, boys. Gutierrez driving forward. Just runs straight into Elise. It's a great save from Jules Long. I am going to just try and be a bit more percentage football here. I think that's what we need to play. Jules Long is keeping us in the game at the moment. Elise, Singo, finds Eze, highlight ends. We are hanging on for dear life. Singo puts it wide. It's just highlight after highlight. And it's not for us. Elise, Singo, straight to Jules Long. This is where we need you. I was going to say, we need him to take his time there. He's just kicking it to no one. Singo, great ball in. Well, that was a bit of a delayed reaction from Jules Long there. I think we are going to slow the pace down with the keepers. I don't know why he's kicking it long. Let's try and compact the pitch a little bit as well. Still only the one shot on target for us. If we can just nick a goal and keep it, I will take that with 10 men. Gutierrez can't find his man. He's had a poor game. Zaha flicks it back to Mendy. Finds Singo. Great first time ball into Zaha. And that is a good goal. You can't deny that. Singo with the Di Canio assist. See there, Zaha wins his head up. Mendy, Singo with the first time. Back post Zaha. Bolla not marking him. 2-0 Palace. This is just damage limitation now. They have absolutely battered us. And this just shows the difference in teams at the moment. Even Gahey's pushing up, having a shot from 30 yards. This is the difference in class at the moment. There we go. Jules Long playing it small. Keep the ball. That's what we need to do. We're the ones with the man short. And Bolla just gives it away as I say it. Tyreek Mitchell's got on the wrong side of him. Great tackle by Bolla. He needs to be careful. He's on a yellow card. Mendy hits the bar. Oh my God. We are holding on big time. Right. We need to make some more subs, I think. How many players do we have on yellow cards? Jeez Louise. Jeezy bibs, man. Right. I'm going to take Bolla off. And Lavia. And that's all our subs. Elise with the corner. Swings it in. Cleared. Herrera now. Malero meets him there. Tyreek Mitchell of all the time in the world. Plays it back to Johnston. Plays it back to Mitchell. Driving down the left side. Finds Zaha. Into Sal. Great ball to Elise. Redmond in the box. And it's just too easy. Ay, ay, ay. 15 minutes to go. It's 3-0 to Crystal Palace. It's not been a good day for the Millwall boys. Elise had all the time in the world. Just cuts it back to Nathan Redmond. Found his way back into the Premier League after a spell in Turkey. I think we just try and shut up shop here. Another corner. Nathan Redmond this time to take it. Outswinger. Heads onto the bar. 5 minutes to go. Let's just keep it at 3. One more highlight by the looks of it. Hutchinson taking his time. Billy Mitchell. Plays it into McLean. Finds Vogelsam. Tyreek Mitchell meets him there. Nathan Redmond. Good tackle from Malero. Vogelsam. Can he nick one? No. Blazed it over. Our only chance. And he's absolutely spanked it into Rosehead. Johnston will just run the clock down here, I think. Anderson. Herrera. Alice just knocking it round the back. Finds Nathan Redmond again. Up to Edward. Back to Redmond. McLean fouls him. And I think that's all she wrote. This should be the last kick of the game from Nathan Redmond. Cleared away. Malero will pick it up. And the ref blows his whistle. Disappointing 3-0. We've lost to our rivals. We were down to 10. Cooper with an absolute howler at the back. I mean, what can I do? What can I do? We'll see where that leaves us in the table now. I believe we've dropped down to about 12th. Yeah, we've dropped to 12th. A point above Villa. The Arsenal, by the way, sitting in 14th. We're a point above them. We're still only, 6 points from 7th. We do need to pick up some results, though, coming up in the next games. Fingers crossed we can turn the form around and pick up some wins, because that was dreadful. Right then, boys and girls, that does bring us to the end of episode 7. 2 very mixed results in that episode. Obviously, the 4-0 win against Middlesbrough, which was amazing for the boys, pushed us up the table. And then to lose 3-0 to our rivals, Crystal Palace, was a bit heartbreaking, I can't lie. Down to 10 men, it was always going to be a struggle. They did dominate the game from early on, so it was only inevitable that we was probably going to lose that one. However, if you did enjoy the episode, please don't forget to drop a like, comment and subscribe. We are 13 subscribers away from 50, which would be amazing to hit. And can we hit 5 likes on this episode? That is a challenge. 5 likes. Can we hit 50 subs? Who knows? Until the next one, take care, stay safe. Been your boy Brackle. Peace.